if you're new here, my name is Jamie and I post videos every Sunday. So if you've been around with me for a while on this channel, you're probably thinking, didn't you just move like a few months ago? And you're not wrong, because Ki and I are approaching the end of our 6-month lease and we are moving again. And I'm finally sharing our huge news with you, and we are moving into a house that we bought in Perth, Western Australia. We had been thinking about it for a very long time, and if you didn't know, I grew up in Perth. That's where my family is. We were house hunting in Melbourne for a while, and that process really accelerated all the conversations and serious thinking that Ki and I did together about where we could really see ourselves living for at least the next few years, and ultimately we decided that it would be close to family. So we shifted our house hunting process to Perth. So my mom went on a bunch of house inspections and eventually she found this place, and she took my dad and she took my older brother and they went to inspect it, and it ticked all of our boxes, and then we submitted an offer and it was accepted and we bought the house. Ki and I felt really good about it because it had been vetted by my family and it ticked literally all of our boxes. So I am very excited about it. It's just obviously bittersweet because we've been living here for 8 years and we've called Melbourne our home for a very long time. I think it's going to be a big transition because the last time I was living in Perth, I was 20 years old, still living at home, and I was in undergrad, you know, I hadn't started full-time work. So it's going to be a real process of discovering and exploring Perth all over again because it's changed so much since I lived there. And Ki and I are actually driving to Perth in less than 2 weeks, so we've been packing a bunch. We're move lists are going to be moving most of our things, but we're doing a cross-country road trip and we're making a lot of stops along the way. We're really taking our time with it and having a couple weeks to do the trip. Anyway, I've just been dying to share the news with you, and I know it might come across as a real big surprise, and I know this is going to be a shift in my channel because it's a huge change in my life. So I just want to especially thank everyone who stuck around with me on this channel. I have people commenting saying, you know, they've been around for over a year, which is crazy to me. So I just want to thank you for sticking it through with me. I appreciate it more than you know, and I'm really excited to share this next chapter with you guys. Another day of packing. I know I'm making progress, but I feel like I've been at this for so long that it just seems never ending. Like, I thought I was pretty minimal, but I am definitely not. I'm the type of person who just keeps things just in case I might need it again. Like, it's getting a bit ridiculous. So I'm trying to declutter as much as I can, but it's tough. And also when you've held on to something for like 8 years, you're like, am I really gonna declutter it now? I might need flashcards again, even though I'm not a student. Yeah, so that's where I'm at the moment. Always feels good to empty a drawer. Probably moving on. I should move on to this electronics one. It's just getting in the way. My friends bought me this candle from Glass House, and it's called the Melbourne Muse. Oh, I get so emotional just looking at this. So I'm gonna wrap it back up in the bubble wrap, and I'm putting it in this fragile box. on the last day of our break. We've made a lot of progress with packing this week, as you can kind of tell. We've sold our dining table. That was the big furniture item that we knew that we definitely wouldn't be moving to Perth, but pretty much everything else we are going to be shipping over. So removalists are gonna come and take care of that. Because we just don't want to have, you know, no furniture in our home and like start all over again. So we thought we'd bring a few of our items like our desk, bed, dresser, couch, TV stand, etc. I'll show you a little bit of our progress and just how we're tracking. So we have around, oh my gosh, we have around 8 days until the big move. We've got a lot of boxes stacked up. We've got some empty ones. It was so handy because a neighbor down the street was giving away all these free boxes, so we didn't have to buy any boxes. And God, my study is a bit of a mess, but as you can tell, like that's all empty. The dresser, there's very little things inside, as well as my desk drawers, pretty much all empty. And I've been packing my suitcase for the road trip at the same time because we'll be on the road for around 2 weeks. And then in my closet, pretty much bare minimum, basically just got my everyday makeup, and I just have that one drawer still with clothes, and the bottom two are empty. Totally giving you the reality of packing. It's so difficult to live with mess when it stresses you out and it's overwhelming, but hey, it's temporary and it will all nearly be done very soon. Just on the way to Chatty, and this is probably going to be our last time going around the shopping center. We just have a couple of errands to run. So for example, we're going to pick up a couple of things from Daiso, like some cloth bags that we can use for our bed sheets and all of that to help secure them for the move. And then we might go to Snooze and check out a bed frame there. And Key really wants to go eat at Lanzo beef noodles, just, you know, as a last time because they don't have that chain in Perth. And I also have to pick up a birthday card for a friend. And I really want to try one of the bubble coffees from Industry Beans. I saw it on the menu yesterday, but it was too late. I had already ordered a coffee. So I'm gonna check it out and hopefully it's good. Chatty and it was super crowded. Anyway, I'm gonna show you what we bought. 3 birthday cards. It's 3 for 10 bucks, and there were some really cute designs. Ta-da. And the last one, bought these iris purple tapered candles. I've always wanted candles like this for home decor, and this was on like 70% sale, and it turned out to be 5 bucks for these. I ended up going to Industry Beans and I got the bubble coffee. I wish I had tried a different color because the pandan one wasn't my favorite, but I did love the tapioca pearls. It was freaking delicious. So I'd love to go back, hopefully, one more time and try a different flavor. But I ended up buying this cookbook. It's a collation of so many different recipes from all the popular restaurants and cafes around Melbourne, and there was a display one that I flicked through and I was recognizing a bunch of the cafes, so I thought it would be a nice little present for myself. I thought it would also be a really nice addition to our new home. Kay and I aren't huge cooks, so hopefully this will inspire us. Otherwise, this will look very nice on our coffee table. We ended up getting these bags from Daiso, so a very successful shop. I'm pretty tired, not gonna lie. I just sat down, watched a bunch of YouTube videos, and we're gonna head to our friends Forwang and Yen's house tonight. Yen is cooking us some dinner, so that'd be really nice, and it's our last catch up before our big move. So we've definitely been catching up with different friends before we head off. I finished work and I'm just about to head to my Pilates class. I need to use up all my classes before we leave to Melbourne, otherwise I lose that money. But I'm tracking well, so it's good. And after Pilates, I'm gonna head over to dinner. I'm meeting up with Ki and our friends. We are going to Shun Ramen, and it's one of my favorite places in Melbourne. I think I included it in one of my date night special occasion recommendation videos. It's really delicious and affordable. It's definitely a noodle dish that I know I'm gonna miss a lot, so I'll show you what I order. And we're officially gonna be out of our apartment on Monday, and then we're on the road on Tuesday morning, so it's really crunch time. We're getting to the end of our packing, and I just wanted to show the present that my friend Jen got me as a going away present. I'm so happy because this is like a dream appliance for me. So this is the Smeg kettle, and it is in this blue color, which I love. I feel like it's really gonna add a nice pop of color to probably a kitchen that I'm gonna keep pretty minimal and white. So I love that there's gonna be a pop of color, and I now really want to get the matching toasters, so they're gonna look cute together side by side, and this is a great reason for me to finally get that toaster.